Now, what are these changes?
Hi guys, so recently I planned to abandon football for good, and some of you might argue that a true fan cannot abandon the beautiful game, but I have my reasons. Stay tuned. Yeah, so my first time to watch football on TV was in 1996 on a Great Wall TV, which is black and white TV from China. The guys who lived through 90s know that in Kenya. Then 1998 was a great year for me because it was a transition. It was the year that I became a fan, and that is the year that we had local football. We had African Cup of Nations, and then we had World Cup in France. So for local football, I started supporting Gor Mahia. So I can basically say 1998 was the year that I began being a fan, a true fan. And in the African Cup of Nations that was held, I think, in South Africa, I was supporting South Africa because of a guy by the name of McCarthy. And I remember my dad used to call him Makati, which basically means mkate, Swahili word for bread. Then then the same year when there was World Cup, I remember when the World Cup was starting, I never had a team to support. I knew the teams because they were based on countries, but I never knew which team to support. I remember my siblings, all of them were supporting Brazil because of Ronaldo, and for some reason the way they used to argue that they matched the clothes so well. Green, it was yellow and blue. And for me, I didn't have a team. I remember the group stages was going on, and one of the group stages that I happened to watch was between France and some other team. I can't remember the team. And at this particular time, my siblings would pressure me, pick a team, pick a team, pick a team. And then that day, I saw the team that was in blue while I was watching the France game, and I said, that's the team that I want to support. And it was France that I began supporting. That was the beginning of me supporting France up to this point. And surprisingly or interestingly, the final was between France and Brazil, me against my siblings. Who would have thought? And of course, we know how it ended. France won. Too bad I was too young. I was about 10 years in 1998. I think 10 years. I can't remember. 10 years. Was it 10? Yeah, 10, 9, 10 years thereabout. And so I was not able to watch the game till the end because I think it happened a bit late in the night. And when I woke up, I realized that my siblings were sad. I asked them who won, and they were like, hey, the Brazil lost. And the excuse was France used drugs. They used drugs because there's a part that showed the champs, the captain, eating or drinking something. Back then, we were never familiar with vitamins and whatever footballers drink in game. So yeah, so they assumed that those were drugs that they were taking. And also they also gave an excuse that Ronaldo was food poisoned, which is a controversy up to this day, by the way. And yeah, so my experience as a fan in 1998 was good. Locally, Gor Mahia was really doing well. That's the local team that I supported. I started supporting then, which I still support now. In the African Cup, South Africa reached the finals, but they lost to, I think it was Egypt. And then France, of course, took the World Cup. So that was the beginning of me being a fan.